So we're going to do the before start checks.
Yes, sir.
So mixture is rich,
Yep.
all the way in. Carburetor heat is cold.
Yep.
So that's all the way in.
Yes, sir.
It's cold. Pull on. Needs to pull it out to turn the carb heat on.
That's correct.
All right. Prime as required. So there will be the throttle.
Well, just the standard prime because it's hard to get this thing started sometimes.
Yeah, I remember I was watching the videos. Okay, so pump
so
it in 5 times.
Yeah, so what you do is you turn it until it wants to pop out. So you gently pull as you turn, and you keep turning it. Turn, 360 degrees.
Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then lock it.
Yes, sir.
Right. So primed, 5 strokes for a cold start. So throttle. That's 1/2 inch, I'd say about there.
Okay.
Propeller area clear. Prop clear! Or clear prop.
Yeah.
Master switch is already on. So wing strobes.
We don't have in this aircraft.
Yeah, right.
We've got a tail strobe though,
Strobe.
which is the beacon.
The beacon is on.
Yeah.
We tend to always leave the beacon on so that when the master switch is on, the plane is basically energized.
Yeah.
People from the outside can just know about it because the strobe is on.
Done.
Okay, done.
We'll do that.
So ignition, right. So
I think it's the small key.
this one.
Yeah.
All right, it's in. Maybe put it here.
I'll just give it one more prime.
Yep.
Yeah, so when you pull it out, you can feel it charging up. Just leave it out for a second.
Yeah. So wait for some fuel to get into the line and then push the fuel back in the cylinder. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. So let's try and start the engine now. So both, and then we want to get that to 1,000 RPM.
Yes, sir.
Maybe that's not the right key actually. Try this one. No? Nope. Maybe it was the right key. Oh, okay. I need to push it in a little.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Yes. Let's get it to 1,000 RPM. All right.
Copy.
So pressure is in the green.
Yep.
Yeah, the rest of the indicators are starting up. Okay, so after start, throttle 1,000 RPM, oil pressure checked, wing strobes, we don't have them.
Yeah, should cross that out.
Yep, navigation lights on.
Yep.
Flaps up.
Yep.
We already listened to ATIS.
Yep.
So I'll do the QNH now.
Copy.
1020 already said.
Yep.
Okay. And transponder radio frequencies.
Yep, transponders on standby, and we'll get the radio frequencies.
Yeah.
I can help you out with them if you want. Alright, so they're all set.
Yeah, so we're on ground, 11.9.
Yeah, that's ground, that's circuits.
119.9 circuits. So circuits will be tower.
They've got a different frequency for tower and circuits, for arrival and departures and circuits.
Alright. Alright, so we can do the taxi tests.
Yes, sir.
So
handing over.
Handing over my plane. So clear throttle and check brakes. Yep, my brakes are good.
I'll taking over. Alright, so power in, power back, and brake. Handing over.
My plane. Alright, so let's go over to the right. So I'm going to do the zigzag like you showed me last time to look at the compass.
Yep. Alright, TC, DG and compass turning.
Compass, DI works.
and TCDG and compass turning.
And turn coordinator works.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go in a straight line now.
Tango Apollo 21.
It's just very quick for the plane to react as I'm making changes to the throttle setting compared to the 172. It takes like, it's very quick. It's like a sports car. Yeah, smaller engine.
Because it's a smaller engine.
Yeah.
Probably a bit more responsive.
So we're going to go up to the line here and then ask for clearance to taxi.
Yes, sir.
Could you remind me too, I need to let him know that I'm doing circuits. He knows that I'm doing circuits. But
Yeah, so because you've said Bankstown ground, you've said receive Foxtrot already, so you can just say Extra for Romeo on Foxtrot, request taxi for circuits.
Okay.
Bankstown ground, Cherokee, Zulu, Foxtrot, November on Lima.
Doing a mix, making it a bit richer.
Yeah.
Sorry, leaner.
Yeah. About there is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Zulu, Foxtrot, November, intentions are for departure.
Bankstown ground, helicopter Zulu, Zulu, Mike at the main pad, request taxi to HTT.
Okay. X-ray Alpha Romeo at Foxtrot, request clearance for taxi.
For circuits.
For circuits.
There was a few stations in there. I was on another line with Sydney. The Cherokee Zulu Foxtrot November, say again.
Zulu, Foxtrot, November on Lima with Golf, requesting taxi for departure.
Zulu Foxtrot November, taxi to holding point Alpha 8, runway 29 right.
Taxiing Alpha 8, 29 right, Zulu, Foxtrot, November.
And the helicopter just off the pad, say again. Bankstown ground, helicopter Zulu, Zulu, Mike at the main pad, request taxi to HTT. Zulu, Zulu, Mike, taxi via Alpha 1 Juliet Echo. Taxi Alpha 1 Juliet Echo, Zulu, Zulu, Mike. X-ray Alpha Romeo, taxi to the Bravo Base, report ready.
Bravo.
Taxi to Bravo, call when ready. X-ray Alpha Romeo. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Because you said Bravo via Bravo. So
yeah, so
okay.
Bravo bays are all the way at the end of taxiway Bravo on the other side of the airport.
like last time.
Well, just like last time, that's right.
Yep.
The only other option that she could have given us if it was runway 11 in use instead, then it would have been this bay here.
This is 1-1?
Yeah, this is taxiway Echo Runner Bay for runway 11, but we're using 29, so all the way at the end.
So it's got a bunch of runner bays that
planes
can use.
There's like two main ones. So there's like one southeastern one southwestern one, and then there's like a northeastern and northwestern.
Yeah. Because there's this one and there's two more that can be used for runway 11.
Both of the two more, the other two, they're both Bravo Runner Bay.
Oh, Bravo, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this speed okay for Bankstown?
Yeah.
Taxi?
Yeah.
Alright, so what's the plan? We'll do, I guess, a couple of normal landings and approaches that would be like a 10-degree flap. I think that's normal for this plane, right? 10 degrees?
Yeah, 10, even 20 is fine, but I think 40 is a bit much.
Yeah, 40 is probably, hang on. Yeah, this goes to 40?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the 150s, they go even a little bit further. I mean, this probably stops at like around 35.
But the
150s have quite a lot of flap.
Taxi via Alpha 1 departure.
Alpha 1 departure.
Flapless?
Yeah, we can do flapless, we can do, and then if you want, we can just, if you want, I can demonstrate one engine failure in downwind. Show you all the checks.
Yes,
so,
please.
like best glide speed.
Yep.
Aim 1/3 of the runway threshold, and then show you CMFS checks, carb fuel mixture switches.
Sure. Maybe we can do that like second last. You can demonstrate a glide approach.
Whenever you want.
And maybe reserve the last one for a normal approach.
Yeah.
Standard.
Copy.
Right.
Sounds good.
And maybe on the second circuit, maybe you can point a couple of places that can be used as an emergency landing location.
Sounds good. We've got a few more in the western direction, in runway 29's direction compared to 11, but yeah, we'll point them out on the second circuit.
Avoid warehouse roofs.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably won't hold our weight.
Bankstown ground, uniform, November uniform, Diamond.
So we're going where the plane is.
Yes, sir.
Uniform November uniform, taxi at a holding point, Bravo 5, runway 29 left.
Taxi to Bravo 5, holding short runway 29 left, uniform, November uniform.
I was looking at the TAF for Bankstown this morning, and it looked like it had like crosswind up to about 8 knots.
It does seem like there's a bit of crosswind.
Taxi via Alpha 1 to parking.
Taxi via
About that, yeah. Maybe even a little bit more than 8 knots by the looks of it. Good day to practice some crosswind technique. As long as it's steady, whether it's crosswind or not, it's a good, it's good experience to practice anything. But when it's gusting and turbulent, it's just ruins everything.
It also means I need to be a bit more careful downwind to make sure it doesn't blow me, in this case, away from the airport. So I need to kind of crab a little.
Do you guys get turbulence in the evenings and afternoons at Camden? Afternoons especially?
I've never flown after 1 or 2 p.m.
Yep.
But it does tend to pick up in the afternoon,
Yeah.
After 1 or 2 o'clock, it does get a bit more turbulent.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okie dokie. We see the New South Wales planes at Camden quite often.
Yeah, they do quite a lot of training.
Yeah.
All right, Captain.
All right, so brake. There's no brakes, so I'm going to
Yep,
hold the brakes with my feet.
Yep.
Cabin doors are closed and latched.
Yep.
Flight controls. Elevators. Yeah.
Yep.
Ailerons.
Bankstown ground, g'day, this is
I wanted to ask you
Metro
about
Juliet on
the rudder.
line in receipt
Yep.
of
Like, how do we check the rudder?
You just have a look back and then wiggle it
Okay.
around.
It doesn't matter that it's connected to the front wheel, just rub it a little bit on the ground. But
I don't think it will damage the front wheel at all.
Yep.
Yeah, so it should be fine.
the flight instruments are set to the correct, the radios are set to the correct frequency.
Yep.
Let's check the directional indicator. So this is just on the left of 6, which means to the right of 6 here. On the directional indicator. So there would be right there.
Bankstown
job.
ground, ABP.
Nice.
Okay.
Alpha 1 to
1020.
Yes, sir.
Turn coordinator a little bit to the left, but I think we are now small incline.
Yeah, yes.
So that's right.
Yep.
And we've got the Squawk at 3000 for circuits, and we're going to switch to circuits frequency 1 to 3.6
Yep.
at the holding point.
Yep.
All right. So fuel, so flight instruments are set. Fuel selector valve is down here.
Yep.
It's pushed all the way down.
Yep.
So we've got fuel. Mix rich.
Yep.
We are below 3,000 feet. Elevator trim. Yeah, it's on
Yep.
takeoff.
Copy.
Throttle. Let's do the 1,700 RPM check.
Yep.
– 1,700. Okay, magnetos. So this is both.
Yep.
Left. Yep.
Up and drop.
Both.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And both. Okay. Carburetor heat out.
Yep.
Yep, there's a drop in RPM.
Yep.
Back on.
Yep. And push it back in.
So back off, all the
Yep.
way back in. Engine instruments. So oil temperature is green. Pressure is green.
Yep. Ammeter is...
Almeida. Yeah, on
it's
the
not
0.
negative, yeah.
From my perspective, kind of
Yeah.
on the 0.
Yeah.
And what is this?
And that's the EGT. You don't need to worry. That's for leaning the mixture in cruise.
Okay.
For nav flights.
And the suction gauge
Is there. The small one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
It's almost invisible. Okay, it's in
Yeah.
the green. Yeah, okay. And the radius are set already. They are set.
Yeah.
The flashing beacon. Okay, we've got the lights. The beacon is on. Nav
Yeah.
on. And yeah, taxi and landing don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it doesn't say back to 1,000.
Yeah, I've
yeah.
put that idle check, but it's wiped out. It's been wiped off, but that's fine.
Yeah. So you did the idle check and then went back to 1,000 RPM.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that completes.
Yep.
The
So
friction lock
that's-
is good, and
yeah.
the safety brief. All right, so I'll do the
Yeah.
safety brief. Right.
So the safety brief, we usually talk about threats, emergencies, and the departure. So I can give you a sample one if you want.
Yes, please.
So the threats at Bankstown, there's threats that remain always, which are traffic, as you know, it's pretty busy, parallel runways, and birds. And then there also might be turbulence, there might be low visibility and high heat and lack of performance and so on. The emergencies, so if we have an engine failure on the runway, so when we line up, push the throttle in, and if the throttle, like if the RPM is not static or whatever, bring the throttle back and brake. If you're airborne, when you get the failure with runway remaining, then bring the throttle back, full flaps, land and brake. And if you're airborne with no runway remaining below 700, then bring the throttle back, lower the nose for best glide speed, select the field in front of the nose of the aircraft, left or right of the nose, land in the field, use flap as required. And if you're above 700 feet, we'll consider turning back and landing on one of the runways. Aim 1/3 of the runway threshold, 60 knots at the same time. And if time allows, we'll do CMFS checks, which will most likely 90% of the time restart the engine, because what you're checking, the most common errors are that you might have pulled the mixture out instead of the throttle, which has caused your engine failure. So part of the carby fuel mixture switches is the mixture. Carby heat, you could have gotten carby icing, so when you pull that out, it can fix the carby icing issue. Pushing that in will also fix the mixture pulled out. If the mixture was pulled out, it would fix that issue. And then you also could have lifted the fuel selector up with your cord, or the passenger might have lifted it up with their foot. So you just check that that's down, and then just check that you haven't knocked the keys off with your leg, and just check that the keys are on both. So these 4 checks usually fix 95% of engine failures.
So if I get it right, like check that these instruments are in the right position. This should be rich. This obviously should be some way in.
Yeah.
Carburetor heat, we can take it out just to get some, just in case there's icing.
Yeah.
And then use the starter again after I finish setting these levers.
Yeah.
Try with the starter to see if the engine restarts.
That's right. And just don't forget the fuel. So basically this one, that one, and your mags. So what you're checking there is that the mags are on both. And then if that doesn't fix it, then you can always hit the starter motor and see if that's going to help you.
Okay. But it wouldn't start again without actually turning the key to start, right? Because that's what engages the starter motor. If the engine is stopped, then I need to turn the key to start.
Yeah, if the prop stopped, then yeah, you gotta hit turn.
Because the prop might be windmilling. And that.
If it's windmilling, then the starter motor won't help you much. But again, it's just checking mainly that the mags are on both.
Right.
Because you could have knocked it on off.
Yeah.
With your leg.
So the key can actually come out. It's not like it's locked in like in a car.
Is it?
I don't know. I won't pull it out now, but it's worth knowing if I can actually pull it out.
No, it's stuck.
It's locked. Okay, good. So that's one less thing to worry about.
All right, Captain.
Okay.
So that's all done.
That's it.
With the run-up checks.
Safety briefing done.
We've got the line-up checks that we'll do at the holding point. So when you're ready, you can tell them. You remember how they gave us clearance only in the Bravo run-up bay, and they said report when ready?
When ready.
So now we can say X-ray Alpha Romeo ready in the run-up bay.
So X-ray Alpha Romeo ready at the run-up bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
X-ray Alpha Romeo ready at the run-up bay.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, hold position.
Hold position, X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Why?
Yep. Right. When I'm transmitting, I can't hear myself.
Yeah, it does. I can't hear you either. It does go quiet. It is just this aeroplane.
Yep.
Must be something to do either with the squelch or... Might be better now. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yeah, it might be better now. Brought the squelch down and see if that does anything.
Charlie Hotel ground taxi to parking.
Taxi to parking, Charlie Hotel, thank you.
I'll just wait.
Yeah.
before come around and come back to me.
Yeah. Where's that windsock?
It's right behind us.
Yeah.
So you can see it. So there's one behind us.
And one on the other corner of the airport. It's a white one. All the way out to the left. I think it's a bit far to see from here.
I can't spot it.
Um,
oh yeah, I think I can see it. It's,
Oh yeah.
it's just down, pointing
Yeah.
down right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bankstown ground, uniform November, uniform at the Bravo run-up bay, request taxi 2 kilo.
Uniform November, uniform, taxi via Bravo, Alpha to Kilo.
Taxi via Bravo, Alpha to Kilo, uniform November, uniform.
And uniform November, uniform from the tower. Congratulations on your first solo, well done.
Thank you very much, uniform November, uniform.
Well done.
Thanks, Graham. Charlie for Foxtrot.
There's another one here. Cool.
Yeah.
Pacific Alpha speed.
Pacific Alpha speed.
Taxi Alpha, Romeo, taxi to holding point Bravo 5, runway 29 left.
Taxi to holding point Bravo 5 for runway 11 left. X-ray Alpha Romeo.
29 or left, extra for Romeo. Alright, Captain.
29. So that's
Yeah, it's 11 right in that direction. It's the same runway, just the direction.
oh sorry.
Yeah.
I should have just wrote it from
Yeah,
there.
that's
right in front of me.
That's
Oh,
alright.
man.
Yeah, so I think they were waiting for that guy to get going, just so we don't block him in here at the holding point. That's why they made us hold a little bit.
Juliet, ground taxi to Mike.
Alright, so we go up to the threshold here. Oh, the holding point.
Yep.
Alright. So call back.
Yep, and let's do line-up checks.
Oh, yeah. So fuel selector.
On.
Yep, on.
Yep.
Flaps are retracted.
Yep.
Avionics. Switch to.
Tower. Yep.
That's tower and circuits.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
circuit. Yep.
Right, hatches and harnesses are
Secure.
secure. Switches, landing light, strobe. Well, landing light doesn't work, but
Yep.
strobe is, or
We
beacon. The beacon
yeah.
is on.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
can use it just for practical purposes if you want.
Runway center clear to land and roll.
Got it. And the transponder is set to 3000.
Yep, and we'll put it on alt.
All right, that's it.
That's
With
it, sir.
the lineup checks. So I call back and say I'm ready at Bravo 5,
Yep,
ready
so-
for circuits.
Bankstown Tower, extra for Romeo, ready at Bravo 5, 29 or left, ready for circuits.
Okay. Bankstown Tower, X-ray Alpha Romeo at Bravo 5, ready for circuits on 29 left.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, Bankstown Tower, runway left, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, 29 left, X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Cool.
All right. Clear on the left. There is a plane that is plane's going for center.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Right, and full throttle. Airspeed is alive.
Airspeed
Peace
alive.
and peace in the green.
Yep. Static RPM.
Static RPM is good. I'm going for 60 knots for rotation speed.
Yep.
So 60 now and rotate. Rotate slowly. That's it.
That's it. Awesome.
Good left rudder. Okay, let the speed increase to 75 knots. As it is now.
Yep.
Bankstown Tower, g'day.
Make sure stay on the extended runway. RPMs are good. Runway's behind us.
Well done.
Speed is good.
Choppers west, main pad clear for takeoff.
200 feet.
Yep.
Choppers west, main pad, clear for takeoff, X-ray for pass 7.
Runway behind us. There's the lake in front of us. It's a good landmark.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Pitch up a little more. Get the speed to 75 knots.
Copy. And we'll just veer off to the left.
A bit to the left. Yep.
Yeah. Just so we don't overshoot a bit more.
Yep. So we're going into crosswind now? Continue the climb?
Yeah, wind ready. Right, center, left.
Clear right, center and left, crosswind. 500 feet.
Tower today, Diamond Astra 329
600 feet.
1,500 inbound,
600.
CBOV with Golf request clearance.
Continuing the turn.
329 Bankstown Tower, join Downwind runway 29 right, maintain 1,500.
Good job.
29 right, Val.
And the reference point can be those buildings with the green marking.
Yeah. 75 knots, 700 feet. So my circuit altitude is 1,000 feet. Alright, so now crosswind.
Juliet ready at holding point
Continuing the climb. So we're going to go downwind in a moment. Oh, that's a good spot for
Yeah.
failure.
Yeah.
Juliet.
Alright. Clear right, center, left. Continuing the turn for downwind. This is a 15-degree turn.
Yep.
900 feet. And 1,000 feet, level off here. Continue the turn. I can't see the runway because of the wing. That's one of the problems. So picking up some speed. Okay, there's a runway. And I picked up some altitude, so I'm going to point down. Reduce RPMs 2,300. Sorry, 2,000. Yeah, 2,300. Downwind, trim. Okay, I'm going to call. So 29 left. X-ray Alpha Romeo, downwind for 29 left. For touch and go.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, runway left, clear touch and go.
Runway left, clear touch and go. X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Fish. It's just us in the circuit. She gave you an instant clearance.
Yeah, cool. Okay, brakes are good. Undercarriage is down. Mix is rich.
Yep.
Fuel is sufficient. TCMP's in the green. Speed is good. Heading is good. Mindful of the crosswind as well. Altitude is good. Harnesses. Yeah. And doors are locked and the fuel selector is down. Carburetor heat is off. Alright, maintain altitude 1,000 feet. I made a threshold, so reduce altitude, reduce RPMs. Normally we do that at 1,800
Yeah,
RPMs.
15 in.
15 here,
one.
yeah. 15 RPM.
17, 18 in the 150.
Approach number 1 runway right.
Okay.
What are you doing the 172?
1,800
Yeah.
at this point.
You can do whatever you feel comfortable with.
Alright.
Just see how the aeroplane responds.
Alright, at this point we do 20 degrees, but I'll leave that for later because we're really slow. Speed, yeah, we are 17 knots. Okay, clear right, clear center, clear left.
Yep.
1,500 RPM and trim. So I've got 500 feet per minute.
Yep.
Vertical speed. knots. So we're now on pace.
Victor Papa November, runway right, clear to land.
1,500 RPM.
Clear to land, turn on right, Victor Papa November.
So we're going for the left runway.
Yes, sir.
That's a 329 downwind runway.
Clear center.
Astra 329 cleared, visual approach number 2, runway right, follow the circulate downwind.
75 knots. I'm going to add a few RPMs
Yeah,
to
that's
the
good.
engine.
Yeah. 1800 would have worked better.
Yeah.
That whole headwind.
Yeah,
at the
now we
moment
have,
that we have
yeah.
massive amount of it.
Oh, you can see the Sydney Harbour Bridge from here.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Clear right, center, left,
Yep.
left hand. And I'll use flaps as we get a bit closer and establish on final.
Copy.
1,500 RPM. Oh, don't go too close to center.
Nice.
All right, flap 20. Sorry, that's flap 10.
Yep.
All right. Now mindful of the crosswind, so...
Yeah, if you want, you can just do 10 because it's pretty turbulent.
10, sure.
And there is a bit of crosswind.
Yeah.
Less flap more speed is better in these conditions.
Yep. Speed is good, 75 knots. We'll reduce RPMs.
Victor Papa November, go around.
Do you have clearance?
Victor Papa November.
Yes, she gave it to us straight away.
Astro 329 over runway right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway right, Astro 329.
Right. Idle. Well,
Go around.
go around.
Nice.
Yeah. It did touch down, but
That's all right.
so practically
Yeah.
touch and go. But yeah, running out of runway, are you? Yeah.
It was just we got a little bit of wind shear at the end.
Yeah.
And the thing that can happen when you get a little bit of wind shear is you get blown up again, and because your airspeed's quite low, you got to flare a lot to reduce your rate of descent on the way back down, and that large amount of flaring can get you to scrape the tail off the runway.
Yep.
It's always good practice to go around if required.
Yeah, I was going to. I was heading that way as well, but you preempted. It's good.
Yeah.
All right. So 400 feet,
Yep.
75 knots. Runway behind us, and just go a little bit to the left.
Yeah.
Flap up. Flap up, yes.
Yeah. Right, center left.
Clear right, clear center, clear left. 500 feet, left turn.
Yep.
15 degrees.
So we do upwind checks slightly differently, and we do bump fish slightly like pre-landing checks on downwind slightly differently.
Yep.
But I'm not gonna change the way you do the checks, just because I don't wanna confuse you.
Thanks. I'll ask you about what you do later, when we're back on the ground.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we are now on crosswind.
Yeah.
Continue to climb 800 feet.
Yeah.
Knots. Clear right. Clear center.
Victor Papa November, runway right, clear to land.
Yep.
And turn into
Clear to land, runway right,
900 feet.
Victor Papa November.
Almost there. Feet, level off, continue the turn, pick up some speed. Okay, here at this heading, 1,000 feet, trim, 2,300 RPM.
Romeo Delta Lima, Bankstown Tower, report, choppers north.
Romeo Delta Lima.
Brakes, heading ridge. X-ray Alpha Romeo, downwind for touch and go.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, runway, that's clear, touch and go.
Clear touch and go, runway 29 left. X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Another instant clearance.
Okay, mix is rich, fuel is sufficient, heading is good, T's and P's are in the green, lights good, magnetos on both, fuel selector is on, hatches and harnesses are secure. And lost 100 feet, so let's get back up to
Good job.
circuit altitude. And
Actually, bump fish is more or less the same how we do it.
Yeah, so maybe a bit. Alright, so at the threshold, let's go to 1800 RPM.
Yep.
Because we do have the headwind when we go at the base. Exactly around there.
Good job.
Runway right, line up runway center.
Maintain 1,000 feet.
Right, line up runway center,
I'm going to wait for 45 degrees from the threshold. There are some fields here. There's one field down there.
Yeah.
There's plenty of space there.
There are some options. Not as many as Camden.
Oh yeah.
NH991, report passing 1,500, runway center, clear for takeoff.
Okay, I'm going to start with my turn. Yep. Clear right, center, left, left
X-ray
turn.
Alpha Romeo, you need to tighten up that base, you're in class Charlie.
Taking over. Turning base, X-ray for Romeo.
I was Going too far to the right, was it?
Yeah, it's just on the border.
Yep.
We've got Class Charlie there. I mean, a lot of people do like wider circuits, but yeah, I've seen people go quite a, but it just depends on the ATC sometimes.
Yeah, it's okay. I was too far.
Yeah, usually that oval field is when you should be on base. That's a good reference point.
So that field should be in front of me on base.
Yeah, you can go past it a little bit, but not too much.
November Romeo Foxtrot, runway right, clear for takeoff.
1500 RPM. T-surface are good. Speed is good. Trim. I'll use. Should we do a flapless this time? What do you think?
Let's do a flapless.
Right, flapless approach. Hope it is a bit windier.
Yeah.
Alright, profile is looking good. 1500 RPM. Try not to overshoot. So clear right, center.
Midnight 91, contact Sydney departures, 118.4, good day.
4, good day, Midnight 91.
Yeah, it is a little turbulent.
It's good practice though.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
So, no flaps. 1500 RPM. Speed is good, a little fast, but let's fix that by pitching up.
Nice,
And
good
go
job.
to idle,
Yeah.
idle. It is the right approach.
Nice, good job.
Alright, speed is good. I give it some RPMs.
Yeah.
Now.
Excellent decision making.
Yeah. Alright, that's it. And okay,
Good job.
alright, full throttle, no flaps to worry about.
Yes, sir.
60 knots, rotate. Okay, let's go.
We got the Zulu
Pitch down to increase my speed to 75. Alright,
Zulu Golf November, Bankstown Tower, choppers west, main pad, clear for takeoff.
runway behind us.
clear for takeoff, choppers west, Zulu Golf November.
200 feet. Yep, runway behind us.
Get that off since it's not working anyway.
Alright, 75. Good. Up to the left.
Nice.
Got the Romeo Delta Lima.
Same to 400 feet. Speed is good. Atlanta Rigo.
1000. Responder, check, please.
Clear right. Center and left.
Yep.
Sorry, were you looking for a
So I'll try to keep the base a bit tighter.
Yes, sir.
Romeo Delta Lima.
Romeo Delta Lima, I've currently got you just descended from 1,000 feet to 700 feet, doing 80 knots across the ground.
Well,
Romeo Delta Lima, thank you.
alright. Almost at 700
Information
feet.
hotel is now
Level off
currently
down.
changed QNH 1018.
Crosswind.
Romeo Delta Lima, choppers north.
Romeo Delta Lima, join base main pad.
Join base to main pad, Romeo Delta Lima.
800 feet. Clear right, clear center, and clear left.
Yep.
Left turn. Fine turn, so 15 degrees. Coordinated.
You're doing everything perfectly. There's not too much I can add or say.
That's good to hear, thank you. Alright. Continue. 900 feet. Alright, that's it. Perpendicular to the runway. Still climbing.
Yeah.
There you go. Almost there. Got it. Pitch down.
Most important thing that you do is the command decisions in correcting, you know, too high, too low, too fast, too slow. You know, because you can't have a perfect circuit. But the main thing is that you are correcting whatever needs to be corrected.
Okay,
So,
make my call.
yeah.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, downwind for touch and go.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, number 1, runway left.
Number 1, X-ray Alpha Romeo. Okay, brakes, undercarriage, mix is rich, fuel is sufficient, T's and P's in the green.
Victor Papa Uniform Bankstown Tower, runway left, clear
position is good. I'm just going to reduce RPMs a little. Okay, altitude is good. Where's the fuel selector is good. Hatches and harnesses are secure. Magnetos on both. That's it. At the threshold, man. I'm too
So
tired.
once you go past that oval, is when you can start turning.
I feel that this time I'm too close to the runway.
That's okay. You've noticed it, so that's good.
Alright. Clear right, clear center, clear left. So, what approach will this be?
Whatever you want it to be. You can use 10 degrees of flaps or flapless. I wouldn't recommend anything more than 10 due to the turbulence and crosswind.
Yeah. Alright. So let's do maybe 10 degrees. Just do unless I'll get a feel for it. I'll go for 10 degrees now.
Yep.
If I feel that the plane is bouncing too much, I will remove the flap.
Copy.
Okay, and now I'm on idle, really, because I'm a little high.
Yeah, nice.
So clear right, clear center.
Alpha Romeo, runway left, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, X-ray Alpha Romeo on 29 left. Out of order a little, but bit of power.
Yeah, 10 degrees of flap won't do much.
Yeah.
So you can leave it then.
I'll leave it. I think control is okay now, speed is good at 80 knots. I'm pretty much idle now. Yeah, it is idle, I can't pull it anymore out. So descent is good. Add some power to get my speed at 75 knots.
Yeah.
There's a helicopter there. I can see the windsock from here, it's down, so no crosswind. Alright. Data to the left and idle. Oh.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah.
Nice save.
Like there's a bird on the runway.
It's a good thing that you added a little bit of power, because so when you get below 60 knots, you're going into the region of reverse command, which means more power required due to the increased drag. Do you remember the drag curve, how it starts up high, goes low, and then goes high again? So you actually got to add a little bit of power once you get below a certain speed.
So you're saying just before I did the touchdown, when I added a little bit of power?
Yeah, that did help.
Yeah.
Just go off to the left a bit. A bit more. That should do it.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, no flaps. We're good. 400 feet. Speed is good.
Victor Papa, uniform downwind, touch and go.
Clear right. Clear center.
Uniform number 1, runway left.
Yep.
Number
Left
1,
turn.
runway left,
500 feet.
Yep.
And trim. 15 degrees only.
Yep.
So climbing, turn.
Tower Cherokee, Zulu Foxtrot November, inbound at prospect at 1000.
Philip, how are we doing with time?
You can call it a full stop whenever you want.
I just want to know if we can maybe have one or two more.
Yeah, sure. We can have as many or as little more as you wish.
Okay. Oh, no, I feel good. I feel good in terms of...
I'll tell you exactly how we're doing time-wise, just so you can also...
Right.
We've done 0.7 at the moment.
Oh, okay, good. We can do at least two more.
Copy.
Clear right, center, and left, 900 feet. Climbing turn.
Yep.
Want to get a better landing.
Yeah, I mean your landings are good.
Bravo, holding point Bravo 5.
Around 1,000 feet. Continue the turn.
Indian November Bravo, Bankstown Tower, hold position.
Hold position, Indian November Bravo.
1,000 feet.
Uniform runway left, clear, touch and go.
2300
Runway
RPM.
left, clear touch and go, Victor Papa, uniform.
Trim. Alright. X-ray Alpha Romeo, downwind for touch and go.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, follow to Cherokee, late base.
I've got him in sight.
Traffic inside, X-ray Alpha Romeo. Brakes. Undercarriage.
Yep.
Mixer rich.
Yep.
Fuel is efficient. Piece of piece are in the green. Switches are good. Magnetos on both. Carb heat on. Off. Sorry.
Yeah.
Off. Profile is good. Latches and harnesses are secure. Spacing is good. Just going to go a little bit to the left because I am coming a little bit too wide. Right, 2300 RPM. Altitude is good. Right, clear right, clear center. Clear left. Go a little bit further to get to the.
You can start turning now. Just
look at the oval there.
Yeah.
Get on it. All right. So let's go to 1500 or 1600 RPM.
Yeah,
it's good.
We can readjust later if we need to.
Yeah.
New November Bravo, line up runway left.
There's the oval.
Line up one way left.
Speed is good.
New November Bravo.
Trim this power. 1500 RPM. Okay, we are on pace now.
Yep.
Reduce a little more.
New November Bravo, follow the airborne Cherokee, runway left, clear for takeoff.
Runway left, clear to takeoff. Traffic sighted in New November Bravo.
Foxtrot November, early downwind.
Zulu Foxtrot November, cleared, visual approach, number 1, runway right.
Approach number 1, runway right, Zulu Foxtrot November.
Bankstown Tower, g'day. Helicopter X-ray for pass 7, prospect.
Get that carb heat out.
So November 1 with
Low power.
X-ray pass 7, Bankstown Tower, Port Choppers North.
Report to the
Clear right.
X-ray for pass 7.
Clear center. Clear left.
Yep.
Left turn.
Yep.
Takeoff runway, follow the Cherokee airborne on my left, clear touch and go.
Following the Cherokee on 29 left, clear touch and go, X-ray Alfa Romeo.
And at 300 feet, we can push her back in. Does get stuck a little bit sometimes.
Alright. So we've got a new controller.
Yeah.
I go flapless. Yeah, it is a bit bumpy.
Yeah, there is quite a bit of
Windsock is still down, but I don't feel like that here.
yeah.
Try to get it right on the center line. Idle. Nice, good job. Full throttle. Okay, one more. Shall we try, actually, did you want to demonstrate 60 knots? A glide approach, like
Yeah,
a
sure.
downwind engine failure?
Yeah.
Maybe?
I can demonstrate all of them, upwind, crosswind, downwind, if you want.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you could. Thanks.
Yep, taking over.
You're playing.
Victor Papa, uniform downwind, touch and go.
Clear to power uniform.
Extra Alfa Romeo requesting demonstrated upwind and crosswind.
Takeoff runway. Fox November, runway right, clear to land.
Alrighty, so basically you get an engine failure here. Simulate an engine failure, nose down. That field there is the only one that will do.
In between the trees.
Yep, no time for any other checks or any other procedures. 300 feet. Raise the nose just a little bit.
Killing on Bravo, hold position.
Right,
But there's a lot of water. So
Yeah.
it makes,
yeah.
New November.
If you're a little bit higher, you might make Warwick Farm.
Victor
Right,
Power
center,
uniform,
center,
runway
yeah.
left, clear touch and go.
so that will be after takeoff, no runway remaining, and you are still on
Victor Power uniform.
That's correct.
point.
And if you were
Uniform?
basically at this point, simulated
Runway
engine
left, clear
failure,
touch and go.
and you can either choose that field there or Warwick Farm. Not many other options. That one probably is a little bit better.
Would you go into that construction site?
Yeah, that's a good option as well.
There's fewer people there as well.
Yeah. 45 degrees from the runway threshold, clear right, center, center, left, 15 degrees climbing, turn to the left,
Heading check Mayfield crosswind runway right, maintain 1,500 feet,
68 knots best rate of climb.
Kilo Bravo, runway right, line up.
So your speed is now about 65.
Yeah, that's
is that
the
like best rate?
best rate, yeah. And 56 is best angle.
X-ray 57, join base,
Yeah.
November 1.
And 75 is like cruise.
So I wasn't using the correct speed then.
You were using cruise climb, which is also correct. I didn't want to tell you otherwise because I don't want to get you mixed up with this 172.
Sure.
Zulu Golf November.
I'll continue doing that then. It works on both planes. It
Yeah.
might not be the optimal for
Yeah.
this one.
Bravo, runway right,
Yeah.
clear for takeoff.
Attitude, speed, power, trim, brakes, undercarriage, mixture, fuel, instruments, switches, attach the harnesses.
Delay 10 seconds, please.
Extra Alpha Romeo downwind, touch and go, requesting a glide.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, follow the Cherokee, turning final.
Traffic excited, Extra Alpha Romeo. Alright, so let's say you get an engine failure. So simulated engine failure, first thing that you do is best glide speed and turn towards the field at the same time. Best glide on this is 60 knots.
Bravo, runway left,
The,
touch and go.
60
use
knots.
whatever airspeed you have and convert it into altitude and or in that turn.
So pitch up to get your glide speed and they will give you some additional altitude.
Yeah, yeah. Or you just set straight up to best glide speed. You can do whichever one you want. So there's 60 knots, best glide speed, then you start with your checks. So you aim 1/3 of the runway threshold just in case you undershoot. We turn towards the runway 60 knots straight away, and then you do carburetor hit on, mixture full reach, and just double check because instructor might pull it out on you, even if it's a little bit. And fuel selector down, and mags are on both, and engine start if top is still. So you keep aiming 1/3 of the runway threshold, and if you do end up high, you can use a little bit of flap to get yourself back on profile.
Runway left, clear, touch and go.
Runway left, clear, touch and go, Extra Alpha Romeo. And then you get one stage down, as you will make it. So only when you're sure that you'll make the field is when you can get flap down.
And I can see that your speed now is increasing because now you want to land.
Yeah, so
that's priority.
yeah. And you just come around and trim's quite low as well.
The Foxtrot Bravo, runway right, line up.
Runway right, to the Foxtrot Bravo. X-ray 57 on the ground.
X-ray 57, g'day.
Tower Victor Fire Uniform just had a close conflict with traffic coming in from 2RN.
Alright, handing over.
My plane. I was delivering you to actually take off.
Probably about 100 feet separation.
Alright, there you go.
Lima X-ray Park, confirm, you're still at 1500?
Whoa, what the? There's a bit of a knocking, knocked us around a little.
Yeah, there's sometimes there's quite a lot of.
He was at 1500, you was able to be a little bit higher there. Number 1 runway left.
1,100. Runway right, Victor Fire Uniform.
No, runway left.
Runway left, correction.
There is, sorry, I'm just listening to the radio calls. Apparently they had a close call. Yeah.
November, main pad, clear to land.
Clear right, center.
Yeah, so mechanical turbulence picks up sometimes in the afternoons at Bankstown, which is turbulence from the hangars around the runways. That's why it shakes you around sometimes, like on short final and like on upwind.
Yeah, as long as you know it's coming, you're ready for it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Foxtrot. Papa, join downwind, runway
All
2
right,
right,
we are on
1,500.
crosswind a little bit.
1,500, right. See the Foxtrot Papa.
600 feet.
Okay, tower, Cessna Takeoff with Filip for 1,500, information hotel.
Clear right, center, left.
Yep.
Okay, so I'd like to do this like a normal approach. Okay. Maybe with 10 degrees and do a full stop.
Copy.
and then debrief. So normal approach would be 10, like 1 notch of flap.
Yeah.
Unless it's too windy and I
if it's very calm, then even 20, 25 degrees is good.
Okay.
But you know, even 40 degrees, for you can use them if you're a bit high or whatever, as I did.
Okay.
Sorry, the frequency is going crazy.
Yeah. That's one reason I went to land. I'm still getting used to it. Okay, 1,000 feet almost there. Okay, brakes.
Yep.
Undercarriage.
In front of me, Yankee, hold position.
Okay, good. Mix is rich. Fuel is sufficient.
You know, Bravo.
Switch is good. Magneto smooth. X-ray Alpha Romeo, downwind for full stop.
Alpha Romeo.
Okay. Altitude is good, so instruments are good. Magneto are both piece in the green. Badges and harness is secure. And fuel selector is on both. Just maintain my heading. Altitude is picked up 100 feet. Close by.
Try and downwind to the right, maintain 1,500.
It's a little bit too
Maintain
bright
1,500.
to make it parallel
Yeah,
on
Bravo,
the threshold.
left, clear, touch and go.
Runway left, clear, touch and go, India November Bravo. Victor Papa uniform, going around.
Clear par uniform. Lima 3 par, runway right, clear to land.
Right, clear to land, Lima Super Papa.
Oh, start much too much.
Yep.
You're right.
Simulated upwind.
Center.
Good painful.
Yep.
Left end. It is bumpy.
Yeah.
I'll go flappless.
Yeah.
Philip Foxtrot Bravo, make right turn for Lighthorse interchange.
Make right turn to, do you reckon you can give me the track?
Philip Foxtrot Bravo, cancel airways clearance, remain clear of class Charlie.
Clearance remains, clear class of Charlie, Zulu Foxtrot Bravo.
Philip Foxtrot Bravo, squawk 1200.
Squawk 1200, Zulu Foxtrot Bravo.
1500 RPM. Trim.
Zulu Foxtrot Papa, downwind.
Philip Foxtrot Bravo, clear visual
You
approach.
can side slip it if you want to get it down a bit quicker.
Clear visual
I
approach.
don't know how to do that.
Sorry,
Show me?
Yeah. So
Okay, your
all you
plane.
need to do is hand taking over.
Alpha Romeo, runway left, clear to land.
Runway left, clear to land, extra for Romeo. So you just do opposite aileron and opposite rudder, and you just push it down like that. And that's you
Okay,
side
all the
slipping.
way.
Or you can even do the other way around.
In front of Yankee, runway right, line up.
All right, handing over.
Yes, okay, my plane.
Lining up and waiting.
Alright, I'm going to go for 10 flap.
Yeah.
Maybe even 20 actually.
Yeah.
Which way are you departing?
Departure to west.
In front of Yankee, clip takeoff.
Some long queue of planes, and we do have crosswind.
Yeah.
This time more than other times. Okay, speed is pretty high, but let's get some speed on.
Yeah, so it means you're going to float for a little longer.
X-ray Juliet, hold position.
Nice.
Tricks.
Uniform down in touch and go.
Good job.
Yeah.
Departing
I'm not sure if there's a
number
tax rate down there.
Yeah, there's one just there.
Oh, okay, we'll take that.
Charlie Golf Tango downwind.
Takeoff Tango, clear visual approach to right number 2, following a Cherokee on final.
Visual approach,
We need to get 2 inch to get through that.
Yep, so we'll cross all the lines.
Runway right, clear to land.
And Zulu Foxtrot Papa, runway right.
Yep, and once you clear the
okay.
lines,
Sorry.
then no, you're right, man. All right, Captain.
We need to switch to ground.
Yes, sir. So after landing checks, flaps up. Avionics, you've done it. Landing light off. Transponder on standby. And trim set for takeoff. Now you can tell them we are at Bravo and we want taxi to Foxtrot.
So we in Bravo. Okay.
Bravo, yeah.
And ground.
Yeah.
Right. Planks on ground, X-ray Alpha Romeo at Bravo, requesting taxi to Foxtrot.
Alpha Romeo, ground, taxi to Foxtrot.
Taxi to Foxtrot, X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Well done. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's practice. But there's so many procedures that we don't have at Camden.
I mean, you handled the turbulence extremely well.
Oh, thanks.
You're adjusting for being too far, being too high, or being too low.
It is a very easy plane to fly, I've got to say, compared to 172. It just reacts very quickly.
Yeah, so there's not too much for me to add. We have just slightly different upwind and final procedures with the carb heat and all that, but I don't want to, as I said, I don't want to confuse you too much.
All right.
Other than that, everything's perfect.
Thank you.
I don't see anything that you need to work on.
I guess radio calls and
yeah, I mean, it's a new aerodrome and you are doing the radio calls. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's think about what to do next. Like, one thing I'd like to do next would be to fly over to the training area and see what that is like in this plane. Just do some even stalls. And
yeah,
maybe
of course.
Mix a few things.
Yeah.
I know it's not exactly curriculum as mixing things up, but
yeah. I mean, when you go out there for your training area solo check, and when you go out there to do whether it's RPL or PPL flight test, you will get examined on a practice forced landing, on a steep turn, and stalls as a minimum. So you will have to mix them at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
Just have you done simulated engine failures in the training area? Yeah.
No.
No? Yeah, okay.
We could do that. Yeah, I don't mind like doing a little bit of everything. I think also having this variety is a good thing.
Yeah.
It just expands the mind and makes the mind a bit more flexible too.
That's right, that's right. All these different experiences actually, get like, yeah, left. All these different experiences, help you in the long run because, if you get up to standard, just doing one thing over and over again,
yeah,
you'll be good at it, but then as soon as you get out of the comfort zone is where everything starts falling apart. So going to different airports, all of these other things that you're doing is actually, quite helpful. All right, radio off, transponder off.
So to turn this off,
yep.
set through the switch,
Yep.
Okay. So magnetos.
Maggies.
So that's on both now.
Yep.
Both.
Yep.
And back both.
Is that all good?
And I'm still going. So